Amelia.
And Megan. Happy National Rosé Day.
Woo.
Woo. Not when you're listening, but the actual day we're recording.
Today, yes.
So we're going to go right to the wine today.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bottle of Rosé of Pinot Noir from Red Car.
It's fancy looking.
It's a cool bottle. I'm not going to read the back because it was really boring. It's just about how they make it. I thought it was going to be like about the wine itself. I'll say it. So let's pop this bad boy open. Megan, would you like to do the honors?
12.9% alcohol.
Oh,
Holy shit.
we getting fucked up on Rosé Day.
What you got to do today?
It's really hard.
Oh.
I have been opening wine wrong.
Yes,
Yeah,
when I
we
watched
told
you
you
But
that.
I've
do
never
it.
seen somebody else do it.
I've never seen you do it that way. I can smell that 12% alcohol.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not a huge fan of rosé.
I am,
It doesn't
but this
really
one
taste like
is-
rosé.
Yeah, it doesn't, but it's of Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good.
Maybe after a couple more, I'll be able to tell more. I don't know. It's something.
A couple
think
more
it-
glasses?
No, hell no.
I think it should have been chilled. It would have been better chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Rosé isn't my favorite, but it's not bad.
yeah, it's not bad.
I kind of wanted to mix it up, like get something that's not just rosé. That's why I picked
Yeah.
this
no,
one.
it's good. I've never had it. I've never seen it.
I wanted to get the Apothic Rosé. That's what Kelly got in the gift.
Yeah.
And she had a little bit left, and I had a glass the other night, and that was good.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I've had that one. Have you had the Josh Rosé?
Yes.
I've had.
Yeah,
Actually,
that
I
one's
have that
good.
upstairs. That's why I asked you if you're getting it, because if you weren't, we could have drank that one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
On other news, Amelia, an update for you. Your bachelorette house will be booked today. It is at the Hole of Alcatraz.
Cell Block D.
Don't tease me.
Actually, it will be reserved and confirmed today.
We're going to Alcatraz.
No, we're not.
No,
I know, I'm so sorry.
So
Maybe
fucking rude.
We're sorry.
I'm
I
so
didn't
mad.
mess with you like she just did.
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, this is so mean.
But we are confirming it today.
Hey, what kind of budget do you think we are
Yeah,
on?
seriously.
Hey, it's $14.
No, but that
We
means
have to get
we
there.
would have to pay for your flight. We'd be broke.
Yeah.
job right now.
Technically, I have a flight that I have to use. I got 2 flights.
Actually,
that I,
I
have to
do
use.
too from Chloe's wedding.
But this house is so cool.
It
I want to
is.
tell you about it because it's so cool, but I also don't want to tell
Can you
you.
tell me anything about it?
You'll love it. I mean, there's
That's
We
all
probably
you can tell me about
we could
it.
like spend
we
the whole
could.
weekend in the house and not leave. We're gonna
Yeah.
have so much fun.
I will tell you, there's no pool and we're not on water, but we're there in May. However, we do have a hot tub with a sound system in the hot tub.
Of course, Megan picked one with a hot tub.
Why not? That was better
No,
than
I know.
No,
Yeah.
it's so cool.
There's so much to do in the house and it's open space. Like it's not like walls.
It's
like
not
it's
closed.
very open.
And so
It's cute.
it's the basement is just like
Yeah,
there's
the basement.
so much in the basement.
We're gonna be in the basement a lot if we're at the house.
Is there a bunch of games or something?
Is
this
this the one that had the picture of all
Yes.
the board games staggered? Okay, so there are
Yes.
a bunch of board games.
Was Clue in
But
it?
like the picture they took
I
is
don't
like
know.
some of the games were upside down, and
Let
it was
me
just like,
look.
can you organize the games?
Wait, now I'm gonna look because I just want to see if Clue
But that's
is
not.
in it.
I mean, they do have games, but that's not what we're talking about. It is cool.
But
Okay.
we're booking it today, so no one else can take it.
Can I just tell her about the outside of the house?
Yeah.
It has a big wraparound porch.
I mean, do you want me to
I
show her a
know.
picture of the outside?
Oh, yeah, you can show the
hold on,
outside,
let
not
me-
the
let
inside.
me
No,
look.
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I want to be totally surprised.
Oh, well, then
Okay.
I just ruined.
No.
It does have a wraparound porch. So
She
that was
don't
like,
know.
Megan had 3 picked out, and I looked at them and I was
Really?
like, this
I
one.
can't show her the outdoor pic. You don't want to see the outdoor
No.
one? Dang. Okay.
Don't have any strippers or
We're not gonna have
Gay
strippers.
games.
First of all, that's expensive. First
I
of all,
just wanted to have one.
no
stripper, a midget.
Yes.
a midget.
No.
What?
No, now it's weird. No, I wanted to. I was like, because Amelia was like, we're not going to a strip club, and I don't want to strip. And I'm like, what if we just had one come to the house?
All right.
She was like, no, and I was like,
Amrit,
boring.
we might need you to dress up as a policeman.
Okay, even more weird because it's Amrit. No.
No.
Oren?
No.
Oh, why
no
my
one.
friends? Why are you making my friends? I don't want to see any of that of my friends.
I
no.
don't like
They
the
don't get
attention on me.
naked.
I still don't want to see them. And a
Close your
fucking
eyes. That would be
Speedo.
funny. At least
I don't
it's
want
someone
to see
she would-
them dancing like that. I don't even care if they're fully clothed. I don't
I
want
don't
to
have
see it.
anyone else to ask.
I mean, I was gonna hire one.
No.
Those are expensive though, and then you have to tip them.
The only stripper I'll have is Jordan.
Jordan's not allowed to come that weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so no strippers. Great.
I wasn't going to because you already. Are you ordering your groceries right now?
Yeah.
Oh my! You will not do that during the story because you have to pay attention. What are you getting? I see milk.
Verner's and Babel cheese.
You don't get Fairlife milk.
That's expensive.
Go to Aldi. It's $1 cheaper than everywhere.
Yeah,
else,
but you
and it
get like
lasts
half
forever.
a gallon.
But lasts forever.
Yeah, it does.
Well, do you guys drink a lot of milk?
yes.
Oh, okay. So then it wouldn't.
Are you
don't.
serious?
We don't.
Jordan drinks chocolate milk every night.
Oh, we don't. We don't. We use it for our coffee, and sometimes Scott will have a bowl of cereal.
So on the way here, I said something like, "Man, I kind of just want to like go sit outside and drink today," and she goes, "Yeah, I'm down." I was like, "Amelia, you don't drink alcohol," and she was like, "Yeah, but I could have meant water." Like, whoever says I want to go drink and doesn't mean alcohol.
You could get non-alcoholic like wine. Carissa got it when she was pregnant, and she said it tasted fine.
Yeah, but like
Amelia's not pregnant. Let's throw that
Yeah,
out
no,
there.
But I'm saying like you could get that.
no, I drink bubbly. I drink water.
All right.
Now that we've uncorked the wine, are we ready to toast to some ghosts?
Yes.
All right. Here we
What
go.
you got for us?
So we're in Michigan for this story. My location has been visited and filmed by ghost hunters. It has been a mansion, a home for patients, was vacant for some time, and now restored to its former glory for a dining experience like no other. And some may even say it's very ghostly.
Henderson Castle?
No.
Roadhouse.
Nope. You guys are all
Damn.
wrong.
What city?
No, you'll find out.
Oh.
Yeah. Some even say this is America's most haunted restaurant around, but guess you will have to be the judge of that. You can even stop by for yourself and see. I think we should go.
Yeah, let's go right
The
now.
Whitney Mansion is in Detroit, Michigan, and since the financial crash of 2008, leaving Detroit with more foreclosed homes than any other American city, many observers have described the Motor City truly a ghost town.
Looks haunted for sure.
That's a
Yeah.
restaurant?
Yeah.
I would not.
All
fucking
floors?
either.
You'll see like
Okay.
some floor, like a bar is on one of the floors. You'll hear
We
it
should
all.
go.
I really want to go. And I think there's like a,
We
we'll
need to
get
go
it.
when they're not busy though.
Yeah.
Because I want to take the ghost app, and if it's too busy, it'll.
Okay.
I
Mom.
think you're going to pick some big ones up.
Mom
Okay.
got that from me.
Yes.
Yeah. Real quick about the ghost app. I had it on my phone, and then I was laying in bed, and I remember you saying in the card, like, you were reading the reviews, and it said, "Do not download this. Weird things will happen." And I
yeah.
started to get paranoid, so I was like literally falling asleep.
Did
And I
you
was like,
delete
"I'm
it?
deleting it. I'm deleting
Oh
it."
my god! I've had it on my phone.
I just don't want to do it in my own house.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
that's
wanna
why
do
I'm
it
like,
here.
so I just want to delete it. So don't
my
do it in
God.
my house either. Bitch.
Don't do it in my house either.
Amelia's gonna go to bed tonight, and then she's gonna hear me get up, and I'm gonna be tiptoeing around with this ghost app.
Yeah. But this specific location that I'm about to share, which, like I mentioned, has appeared on Ghost Hunters, is said to be quite spooky with its long-lasting history. This is the story of the Whitney Mansion. So I'm going to go through the history. Stop me if it's confusing. There is money at the time, which I have the current dollar, so
Thank God.
yeah. Okay. David Whitney Jr. was a successful lumber chief and one of Michigan's wealthiest citizens, and once the wealthiest man in Detroit, with a worth more than $15 million at the time of his death, which was in the 1900s, which is around $388 million today.
What did he do?
The lumberman.
We'll get there. Yeah. Well, and then he did other stuff. I feel like all stories, they did
Yeah.
more than one damn thing. David was born August 23rd, 1830 in Massachusetts and quickly established himself in the lumber trade and moved to Detroit at age 27. He and his brother Charles worked together. Lumber was not his only business venture. He also was involved in real estate, steamships, and banking. So he did all that.
He's an investor.
Did he just have one brother?
That's all I didn't look. That was the only one that was brought up.
His parents?
Never talked about his parents.
Does he get married?
Does he have kids?
Whitney married Flora McLaughlin in 1860, and they had 4 children: David C., Flora Ann, Catherine, and Grace.
Catherine.
Their first home they built became out of date, especially to a family with such reputation and influence as the Whitneys. They were influential because he and his brother expanded their lumber business into Michigan's UP, Ohio, Indiana, and Pennsylvania. And due to his interest in real estate and sharp instincts regarding land values in Detroit, he earned the nickname Mr. Woodward Avenue. I feel like I've heard of that. Or was there like a movie or something? I feel like it's
Never heard
not
of
a
it.
Oh, I
ringing a
was
bell to you?
thinking,
Okay.
my first thing was Monopoly. Is that like a...
Oh, is that on there?
I don't know.
Although Mr. Whitney made it known that he would be happy living in a log cabin, Mrs. Whitney felt otherwise, and so an architect was hired to begin the process of building a more fashionable home.
Ooh.
Cue the Whitney Mansion. Right?
Yep.
I'm assuming.
You, the Whitney Mansion. Built in 1894, the now transformed mansion is not your typical American diner. Okay, back to building the house. Estimated to have cost Mr. Whitney $400,000, which is around $10 million today.
Jesus.
Has more in common with the upper class land of England, as this is something that Mr. Whitney's wife Flora loved. But
Was she from England?
No. She just loved like the decor and the history of it. They spent an additional $250,000, which is around $6.2 million today, on decorating.
Jesus.
And
Just
another,
to decorate?
Just wait, and another $300,000, which is around $7.5 million, on artwork from around the world.
Oh, that
So
doesn't
to
surprise me.
decorate it.
But
so another 10 million
Yes.
more than
Over.
10 million
Yeah.
to
We're at
decorate that bit.
13 million just to decorate. I panic buying one thing that's worth $13.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
During construction, Flora walked over daily to inspect the work on their new home, which featured rose-colored South Dakota jasper. It's a type of granite. I had to look it up. The house itself is one of the most elegant you could imagine, and the building is outstanding.
Walked over from where?
Wherever they were staying during it, I don't know.
Oh.
Or she was just like walking
Yeah.
the area.
The 22,000 square foot mansion has 52 rooms, including 10
Jesus.
bathrooms,
10 bathrooms?
218 windows, 20 fireplaces, a music room, a smoking room, drawing rooms, a dining room, a ballroom, an art gallery, a billiard room in the basement, and the
cool.
house wouldn't be complete without...
A library!
Yes!
Okay, now we definitely have to go.
Yeah, I know. And numerous stained glass windows crafted by Tiffany's of New York. It was also the first residential home in Detroit to have an elevator for personal use. And the electrics were installed by Thomas Edison, who was a personal friend of David Whitney. It is so old, each light has an individual switch. So, like, if you had track lighting and say there are 6 lights, you would have 6 switches for those 6.
But that's kind of nice because then if you don't want them all on,
Yeah.
you could choose which ones. You could really set
that
the
is-
I
mood.
want to know how many light switches in that
Yes.
house then.
Yeah, don't have that.
Well,
but that
there's
was pretty
52
cool.
rooms, so there's minimum 52 light switches.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, though. Sadly, during the construction of the home, Flora passed away in 1882.
Wait,
No,
what?
she was so excited for
Flora, the
It
mom,
didn't. It wasn't done
wasn't
building.
done.
Oh, she's
What year?
pissed.
1882. Could not find out how she passed. And she is buried where David is buried, in a cemetery in Detroit.
She was so excited to have this house look like England, and then she didn't even. She checked every.
I know. How sad is that?
I'm so sad for Flora.
Like, do you think she just died of natural causes or something tragic?
Well, it says that she died, like, at the home. So,
Maybe she was sick.
no, but the home was still being built.
Oh, at that home.
Yes. So, like,
Maybe
was
she
maybe
fell.
one room's complete and they were living out of that room, or did she fall? Yeah, I don't know. But it says that she died there, but it was still under construction. So she never lived there.
I am so sad
I
for
know.
Flora.
Get ready for this next. You're not going to like this
The
one.
kids.
A year after her death, Whitney remarried Flora's sister, Sarah.
Whitney or David.
I liked
whatever.
you, David.
And here is she.
What's her name?
Sarah without an H. Look at her.
She has.
Look at her face.
But you know what? At least her kids are with someone that they know.
Their aunt.
It's a little weird.
Their aunt is now their mom.
Yes.
That is weird. She looks.
And this was just a
hardcore.
poor year after Flora passed.
They were. Flora probably killed herself because she found out.
She
She's
looks
so
like
upset.
she'd be a biker chick. Doesn't she though?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, she does.
Look at
She's
'cause of her
definitely in that
glove.
smoke room.
Her glove.
Gloves.
Yeah. 4 years after the home was complete, David died due to a heart attack. And this is weird. if this is really why he died. Supposedly, after one of his daughters told him she was marrying and moving to Europe, he passed away on November 30th, 1900, and was buried in Woodmere Cemetery in Detroit. David died the richest man in Detroit. He also passed away in the home.
The richest?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So the daughter said, I'm marrying someone, and he was...
And moving to Europe, and he supposedly had a heart attack and died.
Wow.
She wasn't moving to England, where her mom wanted to go?
Yeah.
Following David's death in 1900, having lived in the mansion for only 6 years, his widow Sarah continued to live there until her death in 1917. She also died in the home. So yeah, there's a lot of dead bodies in that home.
But I feel like back in those days, that's probably more common.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
Like dying at home.
dead spirits, not dead bodies in the home.
Yes. Well, there was a dead body
Well, there
at
were
one
dead
point.
bodies, but yeah, there's a lot of...
There's a lot of spirits floating around in the mansion.
But damn, Sarah lived pretty long.
According to a copy of
That
Sarah's
bitch.
According to a copy of Sarah's death certificate, it looks like she died from pneumonia, and she's also buried in the same cemetery as David and Flora.
All three of them all together. Sister, husbands,
Yeah.
wives.
And all 4 of the children are also buried in the same cemetery. Okay.
That's
So
crazy.
after everyone passed,
Wait, so how'd the kids die?
I couldn't find out how they died, but it looks like 2 of them were in their 70s when they passed. One was 45, and I'd like to know how, but I couldn't. And one was 81.
So did she move to Europe?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't she be married in Europe if she got married there?
They might have, but then why are they buried here? But the plot was here, so back
She probably
then
was
there
so-
was always a family plot, just like
Yeah.
Little Mary's.
She probably didn't go to Europe because she was like, oh my God, this just killed my dad.
Yeah,
I could never go to Europe.
I would have went.
So
I mean, yeah.
after David, Flora, and Sarah passed, from then until 1932, only a caretaker lived in the home for 20 years or so. 20 years.
Who was
or
she
so.
taking care of? Herself?
Yeah, it was said that nobody wanted to buy the place.
Why? No one could afford it.
Yeah.
But was she
I don't
I don't
know if she was
understand.
like a friend of the family, and she
No,
just
she might have been the caretaker before, and like maybe that's who they left the house to.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
So she was there for 20 years or so until it was given to the Wayne County Medical Society, as the family were huge supporters for the medical profession. It then became a hospice for TB patients, which of course added to the horror stories. It's said that the place is also haunted by patients. In 1941, the Whitney family gave the house to the Wayne Society, and the society remained in the home until 1956, until they built a more modern facility near the Wayne State University Medical Science Building.
until
That is a mouthful.
1956?
Yes. The Visiting Nurse Association had moved its offices to the Carriage House in 1929 and continued to maintain the mansion until 1979, when it was sold to businessman Richard Kahn. In 1986, after a lengthy and costly restoration, about $3 million in 1986, around $7 million today, and bringing the building up to code, Kahn opened the Whitney restaurant. So this is in 86.
I wonder what made him decide on a restaurant.
I know, an American restaurant and an American palace.
Did
That's what
he
said.
have a restaurant?
I would have done like an Airbnb, not Airbnb, but like a B&B.
Yeah,
Maybe he came from like a restaurant, like
Background.
business. Yeah.
But I don't know. You got this whole house. I would have done like a hotel kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also in the 1900s. You don't know, like maybe restaurants were like
Booming.
like just becoming like a big thing.
Yeah.
Too, and
It was only a couple years before I was born, so maybe I don't know.
this was when
1986.
that it opened.
Yeah. So it changed hands again in 2007 when Kahn sold the mansion to Bud Lebler, a former Chrysler executive, for more than $2 million.
In 2007?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
A fateful statement by the Free Press seems to summarize the mansion best. And they said, "The Whitney place will last as long as is given to houses made by man to endure." It was
Okay.
just a little quote that I found. I don't
I
think
feel like that's with everything, like every building.
but I don't think they want it to go away from like the restaurant style. I think
Oh,
when they
really?
keep selling it, I think they're just going to keep it as it is.
Well, it's probably like certified as that now.
Yeah.
So if you
That's
were
a
to
lot.
sell
I mean,
it and
that's
do
a
something
huge
else,
building
It's
to
not-
keep up for a
well,
restaurant.
they do. You're going to hear they also do ghost tours.
No, yeah, I know, but that's still a
and
big,
events.
a big space to keep code for one restaurant.
Well, and they keep it. You can have events there, and like
Yeah, I was like,
they
it's
do
probably,
more
like-
than that.
But that's
I mean, it's still massive.
It's
yes.
I mean, I'm saying it's gotta cost more to like keep it up to code and keep it up to date and all of that because it is so big. Like, think of a normal restaurant, it's gotta cost just like the rent and stuff.
But think about like the venue John and Kiana went to.
yeah,
You rent that out and you get the whole space. So you would probably rent this out and get the whole space. So you'll have a bridal suite. You would have all these.
Yeah, but still, this has got 52 rooms. That one had like 12.
Yeah, but you got to take some of the rooms away because you got the restaurant, you have the bar. We'll get into that, but I'm saying like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
but I'm just saying just to keep it up and running, it's so big.
But I think it's such a part of history that people just go. And
Oh yeah, I'm
they
sure people
support it.
go, but it's gotta get expensive.
I mean, yeah, just to maintain and clean.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Before we get into some of the ghostly apparitions and hauntings, some psychics and ghost hunters have said that the investigation at the Whitney changed their views on the existence of ghosts and paranormal activity.
Why?
It changed them from doubters to believers. They say that during after hours, the atmosphere changed around them while at the Whitney, and the air became thick, and they began to pick audio up from a spiritual voice that said, "That's right," followed by, "I am still here."
Who is I?
Who's
You'll
still
find
here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You'll find out who they believe it is. The restaurant, like many old mansions, churn with rumors of supernatural activity. It is said to be haunted by Whitney and his first wife, Flora. According to a psychic medium, Flora always wanted to live in the mansion but died before the home was finished, leaving Whitney to raise their 4 children. That is why her spirit still remains.
Fuck yeah, she's like, I ain't fucking going anywhere. I'm staying here because I didn't get to live in it in real
Yes.
life.
I never got to live. And then my sister did.
Yeah, fuck her.
And it said she's not like a mean spirit. She's just there because she just wants to be there.
She was so
Yeah.
excited for that
Yeah.
house. She put so much into it.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels
Yeah.
so bad for Flora.
She put that granite in there. She wanted that granite.
And she never even got to cook on it.
I know.
she can now.
The
She'd be
restaurant
waking up smelling eggs. Oh, it's just Flora.
Flora's just cooking breakfast again.
The restaurant has had a lot of employees over the years. Some have quit because they didn't like what they saw or felt, and some have stayed because they loved it so much.
Loved it. What do you love?
They loved
Like,
the
just the fact
haunting.
that it's haunted.
Yeah. Would you stay or would you leave?
I'd probably leave.
I mean, I would never
Depends.
close up by myself, but I don't think I'd leave.
I
mean, unless I felt like threatened by
Yeah.
it, then yes, for sure. But if it was just like,
listen, I love hearing about ghost stories, but then like I've never seen a ghost, so like I'm content with not seeing one. I don't want to see it. I don't want weird things to happen to me.
it's
And I don't
It's
want to
not
feel
like-
weird.
I never
Yeah,
wanted
but-
to see a ghost either, but when you see it, it's nothing. It's like, oh,
you'll
this is
know
it. Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
a bad one.
But like when I like get scared, like where I think I see a ghost or I think I hear something, I like freak out and like I don't like that feeling. And so that's what I feel like I'm gonna like at Harwood, I always had a weird feeling being alone in that house. And
Oh,
I,
for sure.
Me too.
And I did not like it, so I don't want to be in that.
But
I
see,
hate it.
that's what I mean though. Like that, whatever was in that house was giving you that feeling.
Yes.
So like, if you see a just a ghost, not necessarily a bad one, like you wouldn't get that feeling.
Yeah, would. I still think I would freak out. And I
Yeah,
just
but
don't
I
want to
don't-
be freaked out at my job. Like, that's the last thing I want to do. Like, no
Oh my
job
God,
is
those
worth me
windows.
being, like, scared of what I'm going to see or feel or, you know.
See, I kind of like it. I would say.
Several paranormal investigations and personal guest accounts have confirmed sightings or experiences with ghosts in the mansion. Full body apparitions of men and women, footsteps, wind movement, and strange noises. The restaurant offers a paranormal dinner tour on the 1st and 4th Sunday of every month and includes a champagne tour of the mansion, 5-course dinner with selected spirits.
Oh, my God.
With selected spirits.
5-course dinner?
Oh wait, by
Follow-
spirits do you mean ghosts or do you mean alcohol?
Drinks.
Oh,
Followed
I thought you
by-
meant ghosts.
I thought she meant ghosts, too. I'm like, oh, cool. They come for dinner?
You get to pick which ones.
I wasn't done with the sentence.
I know, but
Followed by the paranormal tour. Costs are $75 per person. And you can also have an event there. So Amelia, John, Kiana, if you want to change your venue, this is open.
$75, you get a 5-course meal and a tour.
Mm-hmm.
I would pay that. I would have paid more.
Yeah.
I would pay $75 million. Would you?
$75 for a ghost tour and
5-course meal with selected spirits, alcohol, drinks,
and maybe ghost.
Not to be confused with spirits, ghosts. Yeah.
After the meal, which sometimes consists of an outstanding beef Wellington and a fine bottle of red wine.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
Guests are then led through various rooms and passageways as personal experiences in the house are told. The outhouse is the most haunted area of the property, which is located in the restaurant's garden. Originally built for Whitney's slaves, it is said that in one room, a table is set for afternoon tea that's been there untouched. This part of the estate is unfortunately off limits to the public due to having no lights. However, one lucky researcher was able to join in on the fun, and as they climbed the steep stairs, iPhone in hand for a light in the almost pitch black darkness, there it was, covered in dust, a dining table perfectly set. While there, they said there was something in the air, and there was something very unusual about the outhouse.
How did he get access, but no one else?
He was, from a newspaper.
I wonder why. I wonder why nobody ever touched this.
But it's pretty cool that they never have.
But, at first, what made them not touch this when they first,
Yeah, because there's been, 3 owners.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I get the second one, the guy saying, hey, I'm going to sell you this, but you can't touch this tea set. There's a background. But why at first did they never touch it?
Other ghostly tales from the resident include apparitions appearing in windows and an elevator that follows employees from floor to floor.
Oh, creepy. Yeah.
Supposedly, the elevator is known to travel between floors on its own with no one inside. Thank goodness no one's inside.
Could you imagine if you get in the elevator and it starts going to a completely different floor and you're like, oh, wait.
Sure.
We can go to your stop first.
Yeah.
I was here first, but no big deal.
And these are other employee remarks. A collection of dolls completely vanished from within one of the rooms.
Oh, no.
I don't mess with dolls.
While in an empty section of the building, an employee heard voices whispering his name.
No.
Ghosts are seen on the upper floors.
But what was his name? Because if his name was David, I mean...
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, true. Ghosts are seen on the upper floors. One staff member saw an older man looking out the window of the second floor. The staffer went inside and approached the man, telling him he needed to leave as it was after hours. The man then vanished into the floor right before his eyes.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh, I must leave. Okay.
Bye.
Got it.
Noises that sound like silverware and kitchenware being handled and or stacked, and table settings getting moved around by unseen presence.
It's Flora just trying to cook.
Yeah. Flora's this is not how I told my brothers.
Yeah.
There is a ghost bar, which is located on the 3rd floor and very high end. This was originally David's art gallery, but during renovations in the 80s, it was converted to a bar. The bar is known for an award-winning happy hour menu and their world-famous witching hour martini, which is $14, which isn't the only spirit haunting the bar. Drinks on the menu also are named Dress to Impress, Keys to the Mansion, Peace of Mind, and the Groundskeeper.
Cute names.
Yeah, I like those. Okay, now we got some stories of the bar. These are some creepy ones. A paying customer was sitting at the bar, and his wife had to go downstairs to use the bathroom. First of all, I hate bathrooms that are downstairs, but this is on the 3rd floor, so it's not like she had to go to the basement.
First of all, I would have made my husband go with me in a haunted house.
Out of the corner of his eye, he saw somebody walking into one of the rooms off to the side of the 3rd floor. He said the person was dressed in Victorian clothes. As he walked into the room to see, clearly he wanted to follow him, no one was there. So that was the first creepy thing that happened. Employees have received several stories similar to this occurrence from employees and or customers. A bartender would always be pouring a drink for a customer when he would see someone out of the corner of his eye. After he finished with his current customer, he would go into the other rooms to serve the next. He would walk into the room and no one would be there. This happened to him about 10 times, and then he had too much and he quit his job.
Yeah, that would get annoying. Like, again, dude?
You quit, though?
Yeah,
Order a drink.
Yeah, he quit. Employees have witnessed glasses falling off the bar, drawers opening in rooms, and piano music played by a phantom musician.
Oh my God, I want to
I wonder who that would be.
Yeah, I wonder who played the piano. Yes, I could have looked that up. One staff member recalls a strawberry she had placed into a champagne glass in preparation for brunch bouncing off the back of her head while she was alone in the kitchen.
A strawberry bounced off the back of her head?
Like someone threw
chucked
it at her.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no, I'd leave. I'd quit, too.
Oh, how rude.
I'm just trying to do my job, and here you are throwing fruit at me.
Yeah. The ghost hunters went there and found a few instances of what they refer to as a response. They also picked up a female voice at the same time hearing footsteps and odd noises. A cameraman also caught a floating light moving around the mansion. They also believe there is a ghost or spirit, but it's friendly and protective of the house, who loves the house and wants to be there because of their sympathy of the house.
It's Flora.
Nor
it's
other reason.
100%
Yeah,
Flora.
it's Flora. So no need to sage that house.
No,
Kelly.
let her stay. Yeah.
Yeah, let her say. Other paranormal teams have said they experienced a shadow man standing in a doorway in the carriage house, as well as voices and noises that confirm their presence when asked. They have heard a male voice in their equipment say, "Get out." They have captured children's voices singing to them and answering questions.
Oh, fuck no.
Observed a type of mist that they considered to be a spirit taking place into the room from a wall, a bluish light flowing from an unknown source, as well as sounds of footsteps resonating from an unoccupied room.
Ooh.
They have observed the figure of a nurse trying to escape a second-story window.
Oh, from the
when it was a
hospice.
Yep. In the bedroom where David died, lights flicker on and off after inquiring if Whitney was with them. There is a story of a couple and their child who intended to take the elevator from the 3rd floor down to the 1st. When the doors opened, the little kid looks in and said, "Mom, Dad, we can't go in because it's full." But there was nobody in there. They will never know what he saw, but the child would refuse to get on the elevator.
Why would they never know? Why didn't they ask him?
I mean, it's a child. They're just... He
If
just said it's
if
full.
his parents started questioning, he might have been like, "Oh shit," like I don't know,
Yeah.
like panicking. But creepy. I hate how I don't hate it, but I get jealous that like kids see things
Yeah.
that we don't. And I'm
I
like,
know.
Isn't that
"God."
crazy that they do?
Yeah.
I want to though. Like I believe. So why are you hiding from me?
Yeah, I really think kids see a heck of a lot more
Oh,
than
they
us.
do.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just their
It's-
innocent little
yeah,
lives.
the ghosts.
I think it's so creepy when they have like imaginary ghost friends. Like, oh.
Yeah. Was yours really an imaginary friend, or was yours a ghost, do you think? Jelly bean.
I mean,
Brown.
he
Kelly,
was
tell us about it because most people don't know.
okay. So I had these two imaginary friends growing up. They could not have been ghosts because they were food, Megan. So they're not really ghosts. One was Jelly Bean, and he was literally like a life-size blue jelly bean with like white arms and legs. And then there was Brownie, who was legit a life-size brownie with arms and legs. But here's the kicker. They were from Texas, and they wore like 10-gallon hats. Like the cowboy
10
hats.
gallons?
Well, you know the 10-gallon hat?
Just why? I know why.
I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask
Oh,
like
'cause they were from
8-year-old me.
Texas.
Yes, but like, so they were not
that's
actually
funny.
ghosts because they were legit a jelly bean and a brownie, just life size. You know, like cartoon looking.
That's really funny. I didn't have an imaginary friend. Megan, did you?
Nope.
You know, Mom told me later on in life that like she legit asked the doctor because she was so concerned about how obsessed I was with my imaginary friends. Like she asked
You were
like
really
a therapist.
obsessed. You
like,
always talked about them.
Oh,
I think
she
I
had-
told my friends about them because you always were with them.
I made Mom set place mats at the table.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it was bad to the point where she literally called the doctor and was like, "Should I
What
be
do I do?"
concerned?"
Like, I also feel like there was times that I wanted to play with Kelly, and Kelly was like, "No, I'm with Jelly Bean and Brownie," and I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, crazy sister. Oh my god, that's funny. So, in my case, they were actually imaginary friends. In other cases, yes, I believe they think it's an imaginary friend, but it's actually a ghost.
If you had imaginary friends, please send it to us. We
Yeah,
would
let
love
us
to know.
Oh my god, yeah, I can't be weirder than mine. So,
I never had one.
Me neither.
my friends to this day still make fun of me for jelly bean.
I
and
forgot
brownie.
all about it.
Oh, not
And
me.
your little strawberry stuffed animal you had, or your baby doll.
Love a baby.
Love a baby.
I have at home.
Yeah.
Her
because-
back is all duct taped
I know
because
she
she's
is.
so.
She's old as hell.
Yeah, she's at home.
Okay.
Good times.
All right, back to this. There's only
Yes.
a few more things. This is kind of a short story, but okay, this one was fascinating me. So, you know when you go to some bars, I know mainly in Detroit, I can testify for this one. When you go to the restrooms, they have bathroom attendants that will like hand you a
Yes.
rag and
Yes.
they'll mist you with perfume and give you a mint. Okay.
Or like at the casinos.
In
Yeah.
the bathrooms? Yeah, okay. So, well, a woman had left her drink at the bar while visiting the Whitney restroom. When she returned to the bar, she explained that she had a lovely conversation with the bathroom attendant, only to learn the Whitney doesn't employ bathroom attendants. So this is my only thing.
Wouldn't you
We were
shit?
just talking about how ghosts look like ghosts. how did you not know this was a ghost? Like, it had to have looked like a real person.
Well, yeah,
or was
sometimes
she in the stall
no,
and she's talking through the door and she had to go get something? Like,
what do you mean a ghost looks like a ghost?
the ghosts that I have seen look like a ghost. You can see right through them.
The lady I saw looked like a normal lady.
Okay,
like she was not see-through. She looked like a solid human being.
Okay, so not the ghosts that I've seen. You could see through them.
No.
Okay.
Mine,
so maybe there's... okay.
No, the lady I
But
saw, I literally thought it was someone
when you
sitting
shit
there.
yourself, you came back to the bar and you were telling the bartender's like, we don't have attendance.
Anytime I see
The
one of those
ghosts
now,
you've seen look real? Like real people?
I mean, the one I've actually like full on seen.
And that was at your house or?
No, that was at Harwood.
Oh, it looked like a legit person.
I mean, I thought it was a real lady sitting on the porch, and the reason I got scared is because when I saw her and did like a double take thing, like what the hell? Like that's not mom, and she was gone. So that's but I legit thought it was.
I've heard a lot of people say that they look real too. Like
Yeah.
I heard that too.
I mean, mine looked real, but at the same time, you could like, it's like they had
Hazy.
this like, in Hocus Pocus, when they're like hazy looking, that's what it looked like.
I mean, I've seen like outlines and shadows
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but the one ghost, like full on ghost I saw I thought it was a real person. But now every time I go somewhere and they have a bathroom attendant, are you real?
Yeah, I know.
Are you real?
Yeah. The only...
Are they gonna tell you if they're not?
Yeah.
No, I'm a ghost.
Maybe.
I'm from
it's
the
worth
past.
asking.
I'm Flora.
You know what? Now that you say that, I am not.
Yeah. The only sinister ghost inside the mansion has reportedly been contained within the basement and is a heavy and negative presence known as the Lady in Black or the Lady with Black Eyes. So, Kelly, maybe this part needs to be sage. The basement housed a billiard room and a massive heating system for the home. So, that's the only negative presence known. So that's
That
really
part
it.
needs to be sage. I'll take my sage.
So the world-famous dining experience mansion is a landmark that remains for its well-crafted Detroit charm and ghostly run-ins.
So we're going.
That's it.
As soon as they open.
I know it's pretty short, but I thought it was interesting. And
Oh,
it's
that's
close,
it?
so we can go. I know, it's it. I know, I'm sorry.
No, as soon as they're open, I want to go. I want to do the tour.
I really want to go.
they-
I'll email them.
Do they do night tours? Like, do you think they'll do a dinner
because it's just
one?
the 1st and the 4th of every Sunday. No,
I want to go when it's dark.
I don't think it is during the dark.
I want to go during the day.
I think it's only during the day.
Kelly, don't even roll your eyes at me because you wouldn't go to the Little Mary's grave
I know,
during
literally,
the day.
I just thought that. I'm like, Kelly, do you really want to go at the dark?
Yeah, I think it's only during the day.
We should go. I did not know anything about that one.
Me neither. I've never heard it.
But that was a good story. Well, I am intrigued. I want to go. Also want to go because I just want to see the building
I want to see the
itself,
me
the
too.
architect and the design. Like, that interests
Yeah.
me as well. But I also want to go with the ghost staff.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh my gosh, she has
We
to.
have to. No, I thought it was pretty cool, and that they still keep it.
like it. And
Yeah.
it's close to the original as it
Yeah.
can get. So good story, Megan.
Thanks. If you guys know any other ghost stories or any other stories you guys want us to cover, send them in. We've been getting a lot of
Options.
all kind of stories. So
Send
Thank
in
you.
listener, like your own
Yeah.
personal stories. If anyone
Yeah.
has any ghost stories or true crime, like send them in.
Like, I know Mom has some. Mom,
Yeah.
I know you can send an email. I know you can type one out when you're working from home.
yeah, send us any
Text
stories.
us.
And even if it's short, but it goes along with the story that's there, we can put those together.
Yeah.
Like, send us them in. Happy National Rosé Day.
Yeah.
Enjoy a nice glass. It's going to be a nice, cool day here in Michigan.
I know. I told Amelia earlier, I was like, I feel like I'm up early and it's cold. I feel like I should be going to a football game, and I'm really pissed that I'm not.
Yeah, it is a nice day for tailgating weather.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, good episode.
Yes. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Yes, cheers. Okay.